Hello there! Back again with us. And now, we want to conduct our research project in AMSA village. So, what are the first things that we have to do, Us?
So, before conducting local research, several things need to be considered when planning to implement a local research project.
Wait, so there are some steps that we have to take before conducting local research. Does it mean that we cannot directly retrieve people's data?
Yeah, of course. Before we conduct our research, we need to consider the project scope, research questions, and specific aims. Clearly defining the study scope is crucial, guided by the research question and objectives. Research ideas should be realistic and relevant to investigators and the community. Formulating the research question and aims is challenging but essential. Also, we have to review the literature to prevent duplicate questions and offer insights into unanswered ones in the focus area.
Ah, I see. So once the lead investigator has developed a research idea, a comprehensive literature review should be performed to develop a thorough understanding of existing evidence related to the topic and prevents duplicates.
Yeah, that is true. Specifically, the aims or objectives of the project should be new, relevant, concise, and feasible. Focusing on objectives can be a difficult task, but can be accomplished through a well-written research question.
How do we plan our future research, Us?
First things first, research needs good planning. For a project lasting 1 to 2 years, it takes about 2 to 3 months to figure out your research questions and objectives. Also, do not forget to consider presenting your ideas to experienced researchers and clinicians. Their insights can be valuable.
Okay, let us start our research now.
Oh, there is one more thing to consider, which is ethical clearance or ethical approval. It is essential, especially in local research involving people. Aim to prevent ethical issues in medical research.
Ah, I see. How do you handle the ethical clearance or ethical approval, Us?
First and foremost, we need to ensure our research covers these three basic principles. Number 1, respect for persons. This principle involves respecting the dignity of individuals as persons with freedom, rights, and personal responsibility for their own decisions. Number 2, beneficence and non-maleficence. This principle pertains to the obligation to help others by maximizing benefits and minimizing harm. And number 3, justice. The principle of ethical justice refers to the duty to treat every person fairly and morally, according to their rights.
Do you have any tips, Us, in applying for ethical approval?
Here are some tips and tricks that can help in this process. The first one is understand ethical guidelines. The second is create a clear research protocol. The third is identify potential risks and benefits. The fourth is ensure privacy and confidentiality. The fifth is consult with ethical experts. Number 6 is update the protocol regularly. The next one is include participant consent letters and then anticipate questions and criticisms. The next one is apply with sufficient time. And last but not least, adjust based on feedback.
Okay, got it. So next up, we want to gather data, but how do we decide on the research design?
The data collection phase is crucial in research, as it helps answer research questions. It is important for researchers to choose appropriate data collection techniques. We need to determine the type of data. Is it qualitative or quantitative? The method, is it primary or secondary data? And the approach, is it gonna be observation, interviews, or focus group discussions? Observation provides a natural overview. Interviews delve deep, and focus group discussions can unearth diverse experiences. Additionally, there are other methods like case studies, experimental methods, and statistical methods.
After we know the type of research design, we will choose and have obtained the data. How do we process that data?
Research data is information collected to support research findings. It can be digital data or physical records like laboratory books. Research data management involves organizing, storing, and sharing data during and after the research project. In managing a database, we need a way to describe the data. This helps others access and use the data concurrently. It also aids in transforming data, controlling shared access, recovering data if issues arise, and maintaining data security. This aligns with the FAIR principles: findable, accessible, interoperable, reusable, introduced in 2016. These principles mean data should be easy to find, accessible, shareable, and reusable. A data management plan should consider who, when, and how the data can be reused. This is crucial if there are changes during the research, and permission to reuse the data should be clear.
Whoa, there are quite a lot of things we need to do when we're conducting research. What should we do after all these research procedures are completed? How can we make the impact of our research more widespread?
Next, we can publish what we have created, T. The goal is for us as scientists to gain recognition in the world of knowledge. We need to build and maintain a reputation acknowledging the results of our work, innovation, and creativity. Keeping records of evaluated research results not only advances the field of knowledge but also contributes to information development. Peer-reviewed and published research articles can become primary sources of information in further science and can be reliable references for future researchers, providing a solid foundation for subsequent experiments or calculations.
Okay, I understand. Thank you so much, Uz, for accompanying me and allowing me to learn about local research. It has been very insightful. Cannot wait to see our work published and benefiting more people.
You're welcome, Titi. I'm glad to help you. Until we meet again, Titi. Success in all your future research endeavors.